I know some people believe that the Earth is flat, right? Like I'm sure that there's some people that believe that the Earth. I've never bumped into them. I've never had a conversation about it in my 51 years, but I'm sure that there's some people who do. But I just, and peace, family. It's your boy Dre from Hip Hop since 1973, and today I wanted to take a look at this interaction between Lord Jamar and the scientists regarding Lord Jamar's flat Earth theory, right? But before we do that, I want to say a couple of things. One is, for those of you who don't know, I'm 51, and my guess is Lord Jamar is not far from that. I'm sure he's a little older than me, right? But I grew up loving Brand Nubians and loving Lord Jamar, right? Like, Punks Jump Up to Get Beat Down is one of my all-time favorites. Now, Sadat was always my favorite Brand Nubian, but Lord Jamar was just that dude. And I remember hearing him talk a little bit, so I remember I think he was a 5%er back then. And so, but I say all that to say, it's so sad to see how, as we are aging, some of your heroes become clout chasers, right? Because I can't label this anything other than that. And when I say clout chaser, it may be, for lack of a better term, because he's trying to save his name and reputation to a certain extent. He's trying to get some money in this new kind of internet content driven world. Content sells, and so the more content you got out of there, the chances are the more likely you'll have people who will connect with it. And so, and you see, and I'm seeing it time and time again. Like they're hitting the brick wall, and I respected Jamar so much in part because of his stance with DJ Vlad, right? I don't know if you know, but Jamar was basically a regular on DJ Vlad. But then DJ Vlad got pressed by a few rappers because of some bullshit he said about Minister Farrakhan. And Vlad's stance was, fuck that, I'm not apologizing, I stand on that shit. Now, Vlad is a Russian, and his sentiment was on some Jew shit, right? He was standing on some Jew shit. But anyway, there was a handful of rappers that was just like, I can't fuck with you if you can't apologize to the minister. The minister. Like, not just some nigga off the street, but somebody who is important to us. And you shit on his name. And so, him along with Royce 5'9", basically, and Godfrey actually, basically said, I can't fuck with you, bro. You don't get it. You don't understand it. And that's more conversation about Vlad, because Vlad's a problem. But anyway, Lord Jamar started, I think, he started toying with content, and now I think he's knee deep. And I think Lord Jamar's approach is, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate nigga. Like, I'm just gonna say whatever is opposite of what motherfuckers is saying or doing or whatever. And generally I like that shit, but in some cases I don't. And so, I hate to see him in this stage of his life, just because he probably needs to be in this stage at this place in his life, because he got to pay bills and he needs to do what he needs to do. But I hate when they take this stance, because they take what I admired and mess it all up. So let's take a look at him debate this professor on the Godfrey show.
It believes How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with, like, middle school level physics.
Really?
So... yeah, we can go ahead and you can
Let's
rattle off your
do it.
debate talking points.
Do you
and
have
I'll
a
tell you how
working
you're
model
wrong.
of a ball that has water sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a
Okay,
working model
wet
of that?
a tennis ball.
But, yes, wet.
It has
And
nothing to
that,
do
but
with
no.
anything.
That's
Like,
not
what do
water
you even-
sticking to
what
a
does that
ball.
even mean?
That's saturation of water on the
Okay,
ball.
so
I
let's
want you to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball
Yeah.
as it spins. It doesn't go to the
Okay,
equator of
so-
the ball
all
and
right,
spin
buddy,
off.
I heard what you said. I
Show
heard
me
what you
a
said.
working
I'm
model.
gonna talk
Hang
about it.
on.
You said something very
Show
stupid. I'm
me
gonna
a
explain to
working
you how
model.
stupid.
Okay.
The reason that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth. So when you're talking about water sticking to a ball, your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists.
No.
Things fall to the ground.
There
because
is
of
density
gravity.
and buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not some
Okay,
magical
density is
thing
not a
that
force.
makes things
Density is a
drop
scalar.
to the
Density is
ground.
not a force.
It depends the
Buoyancy
medium
only
that it is
exists where
in.
gravity
If I
exists.
drop something in this
Hey,
water,
kiddo, shut
depending
up.
on
Hold on,
how
hold on. You
heavy
can't
it
just-
is,
No,
it's
everybody
going
on
to
can't do it. You
sink
can't just
or
talk over it.
float.
Wait, I want you
Dumbass.
all to talk, but
Density
I want to
is
hear
not
both.
a
of
First
you.
of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talk about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in
Yeah,
this
it's the
room, I'd be
stupid- Dude,
smacking
you
the
just
shit
said
out
that
of
it
him
doesn't
right now.
matter if
First
scientists
of all,
study science.
okay.
It's all bullshit. Do you have
Right,
any idea how
sir?
offensive
You know
it
that,
is
right?
What you say to the
You know that,
entire
right?
human race, the entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want you to
Density and
respond
buoyancy, which you
to my.
memorized from an
let him talk,
activity.
Jay.
Okay, we're gonna talk about what
Respond to what you said.
pseudoscience.
You wanna
Okay,
talk
go ahead.
now?
Okay, go ahead,
Want me to
Dave.
respond?
Go ahead, Dave.
Density
ahead.
is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation.
It has
Buoyancy only
gravity.
exists when gravity exists.
Gravity,
So, here's the problem with your
gravity.
density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up? Can you
Things
explain
do
that to me?
fall up, you fucking asshole.
What
Bubbles,
fall up?
bubbles
Nothing
go
falls
up, you
up.
stupid fuck. Fucking
goes
evaporation goes up, you dickhead. Like,
That's
what the
not
fuck are you
falling.
talking about?
That's
Like-
not a. That's because there's
it's
wind.
because it's lighter than the fucking density it's in.
Doesn't
Why?
a bubble-
How can
doesn't
a
a-
fly
doesn't
defy
a bubble
gravity?
fall? Doesn't a-
How can a fucking tadpole defy gravity? You fucking
A
shithead.
tadpole defy gravity? What the fuck
Yes.
are you talking
How does
about?
anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking
Yeah.
of fucking force, how does anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your
So-
your legs
so-
off the fucking
so
ground?
things can
you
exert
fucking
force.
cockbag.
Let him
answer you.
Muscles. Birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings.
which allows you to accelerate. Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down.
Speaking
Why do
of
things fall down?
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
need
Not
energy?
Why do things-
of
why do
you
things
changing
fall
the
down?
Subject. Why don't things fall
Why
up?
do-
Why
why
do
do-
things only fall down?
why do they-
The
You
said, why
air
do
is
things
less dense
fall
above
up?
the
No,
ball.
why do
does it
things fall down
up?
only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
Again, light things will rise.
only with wind,
Dense.
which is a
No,
force.
it's not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
Because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
Because what's that?
The air
ball
is more
is
dense than the
dense.
ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
you're,
ball
what you're
is
saying.
dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
It's in
If
regular
it was
air.
in,
Why
if
does
it
it fall
was
up?
in,
Isn't
say
the air
a
above the
gel,
ball less
if it
dense
was
than
in
the
a
ball?
gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about what
stop
the fuck
there,
you're talking
right?
about the gel in the air. Why
There's
doesn't a ball
it
fall
depends
up?
on the
air is
medium.
less
ask
Why
dense
the
does
than
it
question
fall
and then-
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what you're
you
talking
think
about.
Like I wonder if this is a legit take by Lord Jamar. Like I know some people believe that the Earth is flat, right? Like I'm sure that there's some people that believe that the Earth is flat. I've never bumped into them. I've never had a conversation about it in my 51 years, but I'm sure that there's some people who do. But I just wonder, because I've never heard him on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so he never speculated in any of his rhymes that he believed this shit. So I just wonder, because even as he talks, like, I feel like he feels like this is a legit argument. So maybe he does feel like the Earth is flat and he's not on some bullshit. Although I do think he's on some bullshit, but he's fighting it, which is amazing to me.
He said
there's
what?
no such thing as
you
gravity.
You said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density.
Okay,
That's why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my.
What's weight?
goodness.
Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat
Oh,
head
someone's
bitch.
getting a little sassy because
Like,
he doesn't know the answer to the
bro,
question. What
We're
does
not
weight
gonna
mean?
sit here and talk about all these.
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
use. Yeah, so what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I define?
Go ahead.
weight? How do
Tell
we
him.
define it?
Yeah,
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you
A
want. Look
body's
it up on the
relative.
internet.
Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity
See,
exists.
you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words,
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to say.
are given by people who are here
study
to
things and actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking
Sweetie,
about common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
he just
laws
say,
of
sweetie?
physics.
Are
There's
you
no
fucking
amount of
homo?
money that
Did
can
this-
change the
Yo,
laws of physics.
did this nigga just say, sweetie? Yo.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what
Listen,
gravity is.
I'm
or how
talking about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into all of this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel like you're
common sense
moving?
has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of
feel
this stuff.
like you're
You
moving?
can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
that's what
we know
education is.
about these things, bro. And all
Like,
this
we
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn
is
it.
some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular rays?
It appears to diverge because of perspective, kind of like railroad tracks.
What do you mean
right?
appears to diverge?
It appears to from your perspective.
So can you
as an
trace
observer
the
of those
rays back to its source?
What do you mean? Yeah, okay. There's the sun. Sure. What?
How far
You don't
away?
even know what you're trying to
how
say.
far
Like,
away
you're-
is
you
the
vaguely
sun?
memorized the
Is the
narrative
sun
today,
93
and
million
you're
miles away?
Okay, you already changed the set. You're already
I'm
jumping
at-
away from the thing that you brought up.
No. It's not a matter of. I'm
What-
talking
is-
about
is he-
common sense, bro.
Is the sun
You
still
have-
93 million miles away, Dave?
Okay, but the
And if
distance
it
is not
was,
common
why
sense.
why do we have
Let him
crepuscular rays?
Answer. I want to see where he's getting at.
Why
Yo.
it doesn't why do the railroad tracks appear to converge with distance? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how fucking far away the sun is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Y'all say it's 93 million miles away.
Yeah, and that
that's
doesn't
what
change-
these same people that you're talking about, all the definitions, say is the truth. So what are you
Now you
saying?
jump into
That
the
it's
sun.
not?
No, of course it is. I'm saying that it has
So
absolutely
how does
fucking nothing
what
to
is
do with
crepuscular
rays.
how do
Distance.
how do you explain crepuscular rays?
By what I just fucking told you with the railroad tracks. Do railroad tracks appear to converge
Listen.
with distance?
Yes,
Are they
but at
not
some
parallel,
point you would not be able to see
At which point? At which point?
At some point, I don't know the exact distance of what
Okay,
where you
so
can't
let's
see
go
something.
with you. The
But you
sun's
still
not
can see the
93 million
sun.
miles away.
This
The sun's
93
right
million
up there,
miles
right?
away
Are we
is
doing
ridiculous.
crepuscular
Okay, so the
rays?
sun's
or are
right
we
up there in the
doing-
sky, right? So why
Crepuscular.
can't we go up and see it? Why doesn't it appear to get
Well, there's
larger as you
videos.
go up
There's
in altitude?
videos of people where they are actually above the sun in planes and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a video where people are above the sun. Is that right? Or are you completely full of shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Above
Okay,
the
pull
sun.
It up.
People
Godfrey,
are
pull it up. Let's
above-
find the video.
Are they
where people
above
are
the sun?
The sun.
Well,
Do
the
you
flat
see-
Earth,
do you
right
see
now.
anything
the
in
flat
those
Earth folders
folders
that
that say
said
anything
that
like that?
the
All right,
sun
I'm-
is above.
I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this just because it's a lot, and I think the moral of the story, at least for me, is that Lord Jamar is hustling. I think he's hustling. I think he read some flat Earth theory shit, and he memorized some lingo and whatever, and now he's gonna go on a campaign to get attention of people, right? Other people, whether it's to argue or whatever, and that is because he also made a comment about Neil deGrasse and debating him, and again, I don't know Jamar, and so I don't want to shit on his intellect or whatever, but when you're talking about professors and people who spent years and years and years studying this stuff, I'd argue that you should stay in your lane, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should make another album or something like that. Anyway, what do you think about Lord Jamar's flat Earth theory? Are you a flat earther? Do you think the Earth is flat? What do you think about him in this whole interaction with this professor? What do you think Jamar's on? Maybe I'm off. I don't know. Anyway, this is your boy Dre from Hip Hop since 1973. Hope all is well. Holla at your boy. Peace.